Vous me permettez que je fasse quelque chose entre parenthèses dans ce live, parce que j'ai rencontré une personne, Korosh, voilà, Korosh. We call you Korosh. It's okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Donc j'ai rencontré cette personne. This live is in French. I will translate every word you say. Okay? So, donc je l'ai rencontré. Il a une histoire extraordinaire, mais c'est quelqu'un de l'Afghanistan qui était un Muezzin. Je sais pas comment on dit en français. Muezzin.
Un muezzin.
Muezzin, voilà. Donc c'est quelqu'un qui est muezzin, qui a appris le Coran par cœur et tout, et qui a apostasié, et son histoire d'apostasie elle est extraordinaire. Et tout ce qui lui est arrivé après, je vous assure, hein, on doit tourner ça comme un film. Donc qui veut traduire? Je peux traduire à moi, ça me pose pas de souci. Personne? Ok, je vais le faire. Donc, ouais, je vais le faire.
Je peux aider si tu veux.
Ouais, parce qu'au bout d'un moment, je serai fatigué, je pense. Donc, je vais le laisser se présenter. So I present you just with a few words, Korosh. I hope you will tell us your story, but please go straight to the point, okay? Don't digress.
So first of all, I want to say hi to everyone who's watching your live show.
Donc il veut saluer tous ceux qui nous regardent, qui regardent le live ce soir.
And I hope I don't bore you with my story.
Et j'espère que je vais pas vous déranger avec mon histoire. Elle va pas être lourde.
Also, I'm sorry I don't speak French.
It's okay, it's okay.
I love the language. I will learn it, but not right now.
Donc, il dit qu'il aime beaucoup la langue française, mais malheureusement, il ne la parle pas et il est désolé pour ça.
So, if you want to start with asking me a question, then I can directly go into whatever you want. That would be
where are you from? Are you ex-Muslim? How you left Islam?
Yes.
And what happened after you left Islam? Wow.
Okay, beautiful. So,
Donc je lui demandais, I will translate. Je lui demandais donc de quelle est son origine, donc de quel pays. Est-ce que c'était un ex-musulman qui a quitté l'islam et qu'est-ce qui s'est passé quand il a quitté l'islam?
My name is Kurush. I'm from Afghanistan. I was born in a Sunni family.
Donc il est de l'Afghanistan. Il est né dans une famille sunnite.
And in Afghanistan, obviously, right now 100% Muslim country, but in the past, it's about 99% Muslim.
Donc en Afghanistan, c'est une majorité plus qu'écrasante de musulmans sunnites.
I was born in a Muslim family, went to mosque to learn about Islam, and even in school, they used to teach us about Islam.
About Islam?
About Islam.
Ah, about, ok. Donc il a grandi en Afghanistan, il a fait ses études, il est allé à l'école en Afghanistan et on lui a beaucoup appris l'islam. Sunni, ok, de l'islam sunnite.
Il a appris à l'école, en éducation islamique et à la mosquée aussi.
Ah, il a dit à la mosquée? Ah, je l'ai pas entendu. Merci.
School and mosque, we used to go. And I was sort of brainwashed, like every single little boy who's born into a Muslim family.
Donc, comme tous les petits qui sont nés en Afghanistan dans une famille sunnite, on m'a lavé le cerveau.
And so I was Muslim for a long time, and then until the age of 16, 17, I moved from my country to England.
Oh, ok. Donc, à l'âge de... Tout se passait normalement. jusqu'à l'âge de 16-17 ans, bah, il est allé en Angleterre.
And still a Muslim, very, because I was in a city called Birmingham.
Donc, je suis resté très sunnite parce que j'étais dans une ville qui s'appelle Birmingham. C'est comme ça qu'on dit en français.
Used to go to a mosque every Friday.
Donc, j'avais l'habitude de partir à la mosquée chaque vendredi.
And then there was also another little mosque that I used to go. There was 20-30 people.
Et il y avait aussi une petite mosquée auquel il y avait 12-13 personnes à l'intérieur. Every day?
Yes.
Donc il allait à cette petite mosquée tous les jours.
Especially after work, every day we used to go to the mosque.
Entre 20 et 30 personnes, ok, c'est pas 12 personnes.
And I started doing adhan, call to prayer, in that little mosque as well.
Donc il a commencé à faire le Muezzin, voilà, dans cette petite mosquée de 20 à 30 personnes.
Sometime I used to lead the prayer when the imam wasn't there.
Et parfois il remplaçait même l'imam pour guider la prière quand l'imam n'était pas là.
So I was very hard into Islam.
Donc j'étais vraiment à fond dans l'islam.
And then in 2010 I went back to my country.
How old?
2010.
Okay,
I was,
okay.
yeah, I was about, let's say, 28 something.
Ah, 28, okay.
Sorry,
Donc,
I'm not sure because it's 2024. I'm 39 years old, so count it yourself.
Ok. Donc en 2010, il est revenu. Et il est reparti en Afghanistan. Il se rappelle plus de l'âge qu'il avait, mais c'était en 2010. Et aujourd'hui, en 2024, il a 39 ans. Donc faites le calcul.
I left because I wanted to be in my country and I wanted to be a Muslim. Even though in England everything was okay, but I wanted to serve my country. I wanted to be, in a Muslim country and my country.
Donc il est reparti en 2010 en Afghanistan parce qu'il voulait être un bon musulman en Afghanistan, même s'il n'avait aucun problème à l'être en Angleterre. Mais il voulait réellement être en Afghanistan et pratiquer son islam là-bas.
And I met a friend of mine who came from England to Afghanistan. I want to make it shorter.
Ok, donc il a rencontré un ami à lui lui aussi qui revenait de l'Angleterre.
He was building a house. I went to his house and he wasn't finished yet.
Donc il était en pleine construction de sa maison, donc il est allé lui rendre visite.
And then it was at the time of prayer, so I said I want to pray.
Donc c'était pendant le moment de la prière, donc il lui a demandé d'aller prier.
Why do you want to pray? I said, because I'm a Muslim and I have to do it. It's compulsory. It's a farz.
Donc, il lui a demandé pourquoi tu veux prier. Ben, il lui a dit, parce que je suis musulman. Je suis obligé de prier. C'est une obligation.
He basically told me, have you ever read the Quran in a language you can understand? In Persian, for example, that is my language.
Donc, il lui a demandé, est-ce que tu as déjà lu le Coran avec une langue que tu comprends, comme le perse, parce qu'il parle perse. Il lui a dit, est-ce que tu as déjà lu le Coran avec une langue avec laquelle tu peux le comprendre?
And I said, no, I haven't.
Il a dit, non, j'ai jamais fait ça.
And obviously, he said, read it because there are things that you don't understand.
Donc, il lui a redemandé, il a insisté pour qu'il le lise en perse et qu'il le comprenne.
He asked me some questions about Islam.
Donc, il lui a posé quelques questions sur l'islam.
Which got me thinking. I tried to answer, but the answer I was giving, I wasn't happy. It got me thinking.
Donc, il a essayé de répondre, mais c'était très difficile. Mais il l'a surtout obligé à réfléchir.
So I started reading the Quran in Arabic and Persian language.
Donc il a commencé à lire le Coran en arabe et en perse.
Question came after questions.
Like a question.
In my mind, the
yeah.
things I was reading from the Quran, it was, so many questions was popping out. That why?
Ok. Donc plus il lisait en arabe et surtout en perse, il y avait plein de questions que lui-même se posait.
And so the questions I tried in my mind, it didn't work out. So I went to an imam to get an answer for some of my questions.
Donc il a eu quand même quelques questions, il a vraiment essayé d'avoir des réponses, mais il n'a pas pu. Donc il est allé voir un imam pour avoir les réponses.
When he answered, I wasn't happy.
Et les réponses ne l'ont pas satisfait, les réponses des imams.
So when he answered the question, I asked another one and he said, you became an infidel? Don't ask these questions, go.
Donc il a bombardé l'imam ou les imams de questions.
And
Au point où c'était une question après une autre, où même l'imam a commencé à lui dire, à se douter, à l'accuser, est-ce que tu deviens un mécréant?
And he said, the translation's false. It's a wrong translation.
Sorry, it's universal. Donc il lui a dit, c'est une mauvaise traduction. C'est pas, il faut connaître le contexte. Voilà.
So I had a Persian one and I had got the English one and I read both of them and I seen they're both the same.
Donc il a mis en arabe, il a mis le truc en perse. Il comparait les deux, il lui disait tu peux regarder, c'est la bonne traduction, c'est exactement la même chose.
So it got me slowly out. The Quran slowly brought me out of Islam itself.
Donc c'est le Coran quand il a commencé à comprendre le Coran, il a commencé à sortir de l'islam. Excuse me, I want to say one sentence. Il y a un commentaire qui revient très souvent sur ma chaîne YouTube qui dit un musulman lit le Coran, l'apostat le comprend. Et je crois que c'est ce qu'il est en train de dire. Go ahead.
So now, ever since I've learned everything and I started asking questions, and I couldn't get any answers, I said, okay, Islam is wrong, and I put it aside.
Donc au bout d'un moment, il s'est rendu compte que il pouvait pas avoir de réponse à ces questions. Donc l'islam est faux.
So I had my school in Afghanistan. I had an institute, a school for different languages, and if people had problem in a school with subjects, we would teach computers and everything. Whatever a person needed, we would teach. I would bring a teacher to teach that.
It's your school?
Yes, it was my school.
Ah, okay. Donc il avait
teachers working for me, and I was a teacher of English myself as well.
Ah, ok. Donc il avait en Afghanistan, il avait une école qui donnait des cours sur l'informatique, sur les langues, sur plein de choses. C'est son école et lui-même est professeur d'anglais.
And I used to slowly tell, ask these questions from my students.
Really?
Yes.
Donc il a commencé à poser ce genre de questions à ses étudiants.
It was not very direct. It was a little bit question. Why do you think that, for example, I would say, why do you think a woman can marry four husbands? A husband can marry four wives, but a woman cannot. Why? It's a question. They would answer my question that a man, because of the excuses the imams give. Then I say why a woman cannot marry four men. Is it, sort of, if God is a just God, why is it so?
Donc il posait pas des questions directes à ses étudiants, mais de manière subtile. Par exemple, il a donné l'exemple pourquoi un homme a le droit d'épouser 4 femmes et que la femme n'a pas le droit. Est-ce que est-ce que Allah, avec sa décision, il est juste dans ce cas-là? Excuse me, Mina, tu m'as dit tout à l'heure, Habibna Rahidji.
Normalement.
Si tu le vois, si tu le vois, tu le fais monter. Parce que moi, j'arrive pas à voir les invités, ça a bugué.
D'accord.
Je peux plus rien voir.
Il y a Ali Babal aussi qui demandait, je sais pas. Si...
Ok.
So,
go ahead. Straight to the point.
These questions and the normal answers that, you know, like a brainwashed person, they answer the same questions all the time. You know, they say if a woman has a child, for example, if a woman has 4 husbands and has a child, I say DNA. That's done. And if they would say, you know, woman cannot keep with men need more, and, you know, those stupid answers.
Donc il avait que des réponses débiles, le genre de réponses qu'on a tout le temps dans nos rêves.
So, anyway, these questions got some people thinking as well, but one day I was going, my school was in the basement of a building.
Donc un jour, et son école se trouve dans le souterrain ou le sous-sol ou les basements, je sais pas comment on dit en français, d'un bâtiment.
And then a guy I was going to the stairs, a guy came in front of me and grabbed me.
Donc un homme est venu, il l'a pris par le col.
And I said, "You okay?" And someone from behind hit me with something on my head.
Donc il a dit, quand il l'a attrapé par le collar.
And people from everywhere were just punching me and.
Ok. Donc quelqu'un est venu par derrière aussi. Il l'a frappé et les deux ont commencé à le passer à tabac.
You wanted to ask something?
What?
I thought you wanted to ask something.
No, go ahead.
And then I just tried to, you know, stand on my feet, but many people, because there was another school next to my school, people actually ran from there.
How many?
I cannot tell, but they were, you know, a dozen, 14, 15, 16 people like that, you know. Around me, they were keep on punching me. Punches was coming from everywhere, you know, around my face.
Donc il a vraiment été agressé, passé à tabac par plus d'une douzaine de personnes. Donc les 2 personnes qui l'ont agressé, plus il y avait d'autres personnes de passage ou qui sortaient de l'école juste à côté.
And because I wasn't falling down, I was just protecting my head. Someone actually ran and jumped and kicked me, so I fell on the floor.
Donc il est quand même resté sur ses pieds, mais quand même quelqu'un est venu et il a couru, il l'a frappé, il est tombé. Voilà.
And so I was beaten so much that I could see a kick, but my nerves that I couldn't even defend. I was just, you know, come and I was like this and this. I was just getting a lot of kicks in my face.
Donc I'm sorry. Donc il a tellement été, il a reçu tellement de coups qu'à un moment donné, il voyait les coups de pied arriver, mais il n'avait même plus de force d'essayer de les barrer.
And the neighbors upstairs, there were shops upstairs. They ran down and saved me.
Donc au premier étage, c'était un étage où il y avait des magasins. Donc les gens l'ont vu, ils ont couru vers lui, ils l'ont sauvé.
My brother with a friend took me to a car and to the hospital.
Your father?
My friend. And
your friend. Okay, sorry.
Brother, my younger brother.
Okay.
Took me to the hospital.
Donc c'est son petit frère et un ami qui l'ont pris à l'hôpital.
So the police in the hospital while I was on the bed and doctors around me asking questions, police came to arrest me.
Donc la police est venue l'arrêter pendant qu'il était allaité sur le lit de l'hôpital.
So the doctors were saying, he just got here and we have to look after him, but the police were pulling me and said, no, we have to take him now.
Donc la police l'a emmené immédiatement. Même les docteurs leur ont dit, on doit le soigner. Ils ont refusé que des soins le soient prodigués.
So my father was a military. My brother obviously phoned him and he came to the hospital very quickly.
Donc son père était militaire et son petit frère donc l'a appelé. Il est venu très rapidement à l'hôpital.
And, he spoke to the police, but they said, we have to take him. It's from higher up. They told us we have to take this guy.
Donc il a essayé de raisonner avec la police, mais la police ne voulait rien savoir parce que l'ordre venait d'en haut.
And they wouldn't give, but my father paid $3,000, which is a lot of money, to the guy said, the police officer said, only 5 minutes. We say, we couldn't find him for 5 minutes, toilet or something like this, for 5 minutes. But after that, if we find him, we take him.
Okay. What is the medium salary in Afghanistan?
For a police officer, it's about $200 maximum.
Okay. Donc, vu qu'ils ont refusé, la police a refusé que son père le voie, son père était obligé de payer un bakshish. Vous dites ça en français, un bakshish. Donc, ils ont été obligés de payer un bakshish, de $3,000, sachant que le salaire minimum d'un policier là-bas est de $200 par mois. Donc, vous imaginez, et pas pour le sortir, mais juste pour le voir 5 minutes.
So, we got into the car, went to another friend's house.
Go ahead.
And I stayed there for 2 weeks. The friend came from England.
Juste, Jack. En fait, c'était pour lui donner 5 minutes pour prendre la fuite, genre de faire comme s'ils l'ont pas remarqué pendant 5 minutes, pour qu'il ait l'occasion de partir.
Ça me semble plus logique, ouais, parce que lui parler pour 5 minutes, je me suis trompé. Ok.
So, I was taken to another friend's house, and then I stayed there for nearly 2 weeks. The friend I told you who came from England, he was building a house. I phoned him, and he brought me a passport of another person. It was a real passport, but he said he looked like you, but it wasn't look like me at all.
Which country?
Slovakia.
Okay. Donc,
he brought me a passport, a bank account from the same person, and another card. I don't remember what card it was, but he brought me that. He put money inside the bank account as well. He on the day I was leaving, he's basically his wife's brother took me to another city. He paid me $1,000 in my pocket and all the documents. From that city, I could go to Tajikistan.
Ok. Donc, quand son père a payé les $3,000 à la police, donc la police, disons qu'ils ont fermé les yeux pendant 5 minutes. Ça te va, Amina? Donc, il en a profité pour partir dans la maison d'un ami. Ensuite, de là, il a appelé son ancien ami, justement, qui revenait de Londres, qui lui a posé beaucoup de questions, qui l'ont fait douter de l'islam. Donc, il est parti chez lui. Et de là, son ami lui a ramené un passeport d'une personne de la Slovaquie, un vrai passeport d'une vraie personne qui lui ressemble plus ou moins. Donc, son passeport, son un compte bancaire et une carte. Il se souvient pas de quelle est la carte. Et donc, la femme du frère de la personne qui l'a hébergé justement quelques jours, et ils l'ont emmené pour s'enfuir en direction de Tadjikistan. Je crois que c'est comme ça que ça se dit. Tadjikistan. Donc, ils lui ont donné un peu d'argent, donc à peu près $1,000 dans sa poche.
So from this side, the guy from Afghanistan police, the border police, looked at the passport and I gave him a statue. I said, eat this, guys.
Some what?
A statue.
Pistache.
Pistache, yeah. And then he didn't look. He just said, "Okay, go."
Donc,
It was-
quand il voulait traverser la frontière vers le Tadjikistan, donc les gardes frontières du Tadjikistan, il lui a passé le passeport. Et en même temps, il lui a donné un cadeau. Enfin, pas un cadeau, mais il lui a donné quelques pistaches. Le mec a juste pris les pistaches et lui a dit, vas-y, passe. Il n'a pas fait attention que c'était pas la même personne.
But when I got into Tajikistan, they looked at the passport. They kept me 2.5 hours. People came and checked the passport, and they all said the passport is okay.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
At this stage,
Yeah.
Your school, your house, your car, your job,
My bank accounts, school,
Yeah.
everything that I worked for, the police confiscate everything. Once this happens, they broke all the windows of my classes, everything, the computers, tables, they broke everything. And then they confiscate everything. That was the reason I couldn't get any money. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go even to my house, and my father or my brother couldn't come to where I was because we were scared that they may follow. So the only person was my friend who lived there with me. And when I went outside, obviously glasses and a hat, and my friends who was in England, his wife's brother came to pick me up, took me to the bus station, got into the bus until the city near Tajikistan. He came with me, and after that he said, okay, this is the money, this is your pass and all the document, now go. He stood when I went, and when I passed the border from Afghanistan outside, he went back then.
You got some noises.
Here? Sorry.
No problem. Donc, avec cette histoire, il a perdu son école qu'il a construit, qu'il a fondée lui-même, sa maison, sa voiture, son compte en banque, tout a été confisqué par la police. Il a même dit qu'ils ont cassé toutes les fenêtres de son école. Il avait l'impossibilité d'aller chez lui récupérer quoi que ce soit. Il ne pouvait même pas voir ses parents. Et il l'a pas dit, mais je le précise quand même. Tout ça parce que il a critiqué l'islam et qu'il a posé de mauvaises questions sur l'islam. Et voilà. Et l'ami de Londres, c'est lui qui l'a aidé jusqu'à prendre un ticket de bus pour aller au Tadjikistan. Il lui a donné de l'argent. Il lui a dit, à partir de maintenant, tu te débrouilles.
So I had to pay some money, about 250 euros. They wanted 550. They let me inside Tajikistan.
Donc il a quand même payé un pot de vin de $250. Your mic is closed. Sorry.
So from there, I got a plane to go to Ukraine, and so he went to Uzbekistan. From Uzbekistan, we had to change the plane 12 hours, and then from there, another plane to Ukraine.
Donc de là, il a pris un vol pour aller en Ukraine, en passant par, j'ai oublié le nom du pays qu'il a dit, par le Tadjikistan ou...
Bukhari country.
Tajikistan.
C'est quoi?
Ouzbékistan.
Bukhari country,
Okay.
Uzbekistan. Yeah.
Ukraine. And then in Ukraine, police arrested me.
Donc en Ukraine, la police l'a arrêté.
I'm just making it shorter than last night.
Thank you very much.
Police arrested me. They wanted to deport me back to Afghanistan.
Donc la police l'a arrêté, elle voulait l'expulser vers l'Afghanistan.
I have a little question, Korosh. When you were young in England, did you have the chance to get your English ID or?
Yes,
never?
yes, I had everything.
Okay, so you were English.
Yes,
Okay.
I had all the. You see, there was they give you 4 years, then they give you indefinite leave to remain, then you can apply for British citizenship. I had indefinite to remain. It means I could stay for as long as I wanted. But I gave them all back and I went to my country because, you know, Islamic...
Continue.
Ouais, je voulais juste lui poser en français quand il était plus jeune, est-ce qu'il avait réussi à avoir sa nationalité anglaise? Il m'a répondu oui. En Angleterre, quand tu restes 4 ans, tu peux obtenir ta naturalisation. Voilà.
Because according to Islam, no Muslim can live in a non-Muslim country. It's not allowed in Quran and Hadith.
Dans l'islam, puisque, comme on le sait, on en a déjà parlé, en tout cas son interprétation islam sunnite, on ne doit pas vivre dans un pays mécréant.
Il
un pays où
est interdit. Il est interdit pour un musulman d'habiter dans un pays de non-musulmans.
Du coup, il a rendu ses papiers une fois revenu dans son pays natal.
To accept citizenship of a country, you obey the law of that country, which is democracy. You give up your Islamic, you know, laws, and you give up to the country. So you're not allowed as a Muslim to do that. And Prophet Muhammad, in a Sahih Hadith, Abu Dawud 26:45, he says, I hate Muslims who live among the mushrikeen, the polytheists. He says that very clear.
Is it true, Mihu?
26:45 Sunan Abu Dawud.
Not I hate, أتبرأ.
Yeah, he says, it's
Not hate, but أتبرأ.
it's even worse. It says basically, أنا بريء. أنا بريء في كل المسلم في كل مسلم.
Qui vivent
you know,
pays des mécréants.
it's basically I don't know them. I don't know these Muslims who live.
I'm innocent from them.
So I read it in a second, but I just carry on saying that. So anyway, in Ukraine, they wanted to deport me back to basically Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just write that as well. 26:45, and I give you the Arabic as well. So anyway,
it's not really the subject.
yeah. But you have in Ukraine they wanted to send me back to Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't speak the language. The soldiers inside the basically airport, they were one or two of them could speak English and would translate for me.
Donc, il voulait en Ukraine, il voulait l'expulser vers l'Afghanistan. Il parlait pas, j'imagine, le russe ou l'ukrainien. J'imagine que c'est les deux langues parlées là-bas. J'ai pas entendu la suite, mais
il y avait 2 soldats qui faisaient la traduction. C'était les seuls qui parlaient anglais à l'aéroport, je crois. C'est ça.
Là où il
ou la
était.
gare. Voilà.
Non, j'imagine. Tribunal or
no, it was at the airport or
Airport, yes.
at the
okay.
à l'aéroport.
I was arrested in the airport. I was kept in a cell in the airport.
Okay.
They wouldn't let me out, so they took my phones, everything I had, they took it away. They took from me, and then I couldn't phone anyone, and they wanted to send me back. But
Donc ils lui ont pris toutes ses affaires au sein de l'aéroport, et dans l'aéroport il y avait une cellule spéciale, et ils lui ont récupéré son téléphone, les affaires, et voilà, il n'avait pas le droit de sortir, ni de bouger, ni d'appeler quelqu'un.
Okay. And then basically, I said I want to claim asylum here in Ukraine.
Donc il a usé de son droit.
Il a demandé l'asile.
Oui, il a usé de son droit de demander l'asile in Ukraine.
Yes.
Ok, en Ukraine.
And then they took me to a car to the immigration center.
Ok. Donc ils l'ont pris à le centre d'immigration.
I was inside the car. A person came down, looked at me, went back up, came back, gave me a paper, you're refused. Didn't say anything. No interview, nothing.
International Refuge Center or
Yeah, it is immigration center.
immigration? Okay, not refuge, not HCR.
Not a camp. No, that was that. I'm still here. I'm not outside yet. That's
Okay,
later. Comes. That comes when I'm free.
Ok. Donc, ça a été très vite pour qu'il obtienne son statut de réfugié.
Then
I propose that he finish all his history and we translate that after. Can you please just tell us the rest of the history, please?
so what happened was they refused me right there and then they took me to the judge. But the same night before they take me to the judge, the shift changed and I asked the other police, can I have my phone? And he gave me my phones. So I very quickly called my friend in England and I asked him, this is my situation, I'm arrested and blah, blah, I need a lawyer. He sent me phone numbers of lawyers. At night, it was evening, it was closed, but I found them, left a message, and I said, this is my situation, this is my name, and I'm from this country, and I claimed asylum, and this is what happened. They want to deport me, but you are my lawyer. So when the lawyer the next day obviously listened, he quickly came, but they didn't let the lawyer inside. So lawyer phoned me and said, listen, when you going to go to the court? I said, in 2-3 days, they want to take me. He said, tell them they didn't allow me to come inside and tell them, that your situation, tell the judge. I said, okay. So when they took me to the judge with the paper of refusal from immigration, the judge, obviously the police, the soldiers were translating, and I wasn't sure if they would translate right. So I told the judge in English what happened. So the judge was very furious, very angry, and said, you have to release him. There was something else happened as well. I didn't say last night, but it's fine. It's something else as well. But anyway, it was on Friday. They took me back and they said, we cannot release you because the boss is not here. We release you when the boss comes on Monday. And basically they wanted money. So I gave them some money. They said, they took me to I said, I want to go to a city called Odessa. And they said, okay, we take you to the bus station. Oh, they took me there. I took a bus and I went there. And then the next day I went to UNHCR. And I said, my situation, what they do in UNHCR, they find a country, they interview you, ask all the information, what happened, why you escaped your country, what was the reason. And then they send that to different countries. And once the countries read, they then send back and say, we want him to come to the embassy. Then you go to embassy and everything. But my situation was not there yet. And I was working in a place called Sidmoy, 7 kilometer. It's a basically 7 kilometer radius. People bring stuff from China and they sell to shops, and from cars come and to other cities. I was carrying, pulling these trolleys very heavy until 2 p.m. And after that, I would go to a college and a university and teach English. So this was my job. But inside those shopping area, there were many people, Muslims, especially from Afghanistan. And I used to debate them. Do you want to explain until here, or shall I finish it?
Yeah, just finish it, because the most people here understand French and English, and we will try to give them.
That's good. So what happened?
Just try to abrège, frère. I don't know if you know this.
I'm saying very quickly to finish it. So what happened was, the Muslim there, because they couldn't answer me, they said they had an imam, Afghanistani imam for that city, Odessa. They said, we bring the imam to talk to you. You okay? I said, yes. So with the imam, 7 people came to my house, and then I asked the question, and the imam was trying to answer me, and for 2 hours going round and round. So one of the guy, he got up, he got very angry, and he started swearing at the imam and he said, I'm over 40 years old. In Ukraine, I pray 5 times. I don't drink. I don't do anything bad because I'm a Muslim. But the question he asks, you are an imam all your life, but you cannot answer him. Do you think we are stupid? You don't have an answer for this guy. And he was swearing at his mom, dad, and everything. So it's finished. 2 people, that guy and another one, they left Islam. Next day, no, they said we are not Muslim anymore. 2 of them, straight away, because they said it's lie. Islam is lie. Then after that, in the next day, someone called me from those people, the other 5, and said, come to my shop. I went to his shop. He said, this imam, Afghanistani, not very good. There is a Chechenian imam. He's very good. Do you talk to him? I said, anyone you want. I'll talk to any scholars, any Muslim you want. Because I know the books. I read them. And he said, okay, then we have to go to the mosque. I said, it's okay, any way you say. Then those 2 people left Islam. Now that my friends, they said, don't go, it's dangerous. I said, it's okay. If they kill me, it shows how, peaceful Islam is. So I don't care. So he took me in the evening with his car to the mosque. It was a big mosque, so many books, and, Chechenians are lighter skin, white. So he sat the other side of the table, me and this guy, the other side of the table. He was translating for me. The same thing as I said, the other one, he was also going round and round and round. It was about the 4 schools of Sunni, the Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanbali, and those stuff. Anyway, so when I asked him, he said, I'm Hanafi. But when I said, what's the difference between Hanafi and Shafi'i? He said, nothing, they're the same. I said, so why aren't you Shafi'i? He said, well, I'm Hanafi. I said, if you say it's the same thing, why aren't you? Anyway, he was going, I said, what's Muhammad? Was he a Hanafi? Was it Shafi'i? These are the things, the problem that Islam has. Everyone has a different interpretation, and you guys don't have one proper Islam. You have problem among yourself. Anyway.
What do you live now, my friend?
Because a person keep on asking, now I'm in Germany.
Oh, you are in Germany, okay. And you are doing well now?
Yes, I'm okay. It's just gonna go there. Anyway.
We have to, I'm sorry, we have to finish because we have 3,000 people and we need to finish it because we have to change. We have our program. Some hours. We thank you very, very much for your sharing with us.
Just before you leave, Miho, I really want to ask you a question.
Yes.
How is going in Afghanistan? I mean, about critics of Islam or Sunnah, or is there TikTok lives?
Yes. They. When I started TikTok to debate Muslims, as far as I know, for 3 years, it was only me alone.
Debating.
Yes. Now there are many pages debating people. Many people came and now they debate. Even right now, if I show you the other page I have, this is a page I made it only for English speakers on Thursdays. But the other one, I go Tuesday and Sunday. That one, obviously, I speak Persian. And if I go into that account, you see people and they debate Muslims now, even right now. So there are many people. But in Afghanistan, there are people who left Islam, but they cannot say. As you know, according to the Quran and Sunnah, if you leave Islam, you are called a murtad. and you have to be killed.
Yeah.
Hadith al-Bukhari 6922.
Do you have any hope for your country?
Yes. It's getting really good. When I came, I had 1 to 10 followers in the other, in coming in my life. Now when I go live, minimum is 300 people. And they all from Afghanistan and Iran, and they come, they listen, they learn, they write down the information I give them from Quran, Tafsir, and Hadith.
You are like a mihub from Afghanistan.
There was another person. There was another person called Shafi Ayar. He's one of the greatest. He's in America. He started it differently. Little politics, little Quran, but now he just focuses on Islam. And there is another guy also. His name is Kavush. Really great. Really. He has many followers, many people. He's very knowledgeable about Islam. He has his own team. He's a friend of mine also. So these now it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger day by day. And many Afghanistan coming out of Islam.
Just to be clear, you're not a Christian or something like this.
No. I don't have any religion. I don't believe in any.
Okay, thank you.
Donc si tu veux que je fasse la traduction, tu me fais j'ai noté.
Non. Je pense que l'anglais était plutôt basique, plutôt simple. Je pense que
basique. En tout cas, si besoin, ça peut aller.
L'essentiel qu'il vit aujourd'hui en Allemagne, il va bien, il fait des lives, et il essaie quand même d'aider les autres avec des informations. On le dit merci beaucoup mon ami. Est-ce que do you know what it means merci beaucoup mon ami?
I know merci beaucoup. It means thank you, but I don't know.
Thank you very much.
My friend.
Thank you very, very much, my friend. I can give you 1 minute if you want to tell something.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, guys. I know you're doing it in French, and I don't understand, but you were in Maria Life, and obviously talking about Islam and Hadith.
We also do it in Arabic. Every day.
That's great. That's the word really need this because Muslims lie a lot. They deceive people a lot. They want to show Islam is peace, Islam is good. But actually, Islam is the worst religion ever on the face of the earth. Now people with the technology and people like you, very bold people like you, the true Islam is coming out. They cannot hide it no more. Like myself, when I was in Afghanistan, I never read it in a language that I could understand. But now I read and I understand. That's why I came out. No one told me, oh, listen, this verse. So I started reading, and I found out many problems. And the ahadith as well. So don't be tricked into Islam because it's honestly, we can prove it all the time. I have proven in the past and I will keep on proving this. My life is even here in Germany in danger. I've been threatened many times to be killed in Germany. People looking after me to kill me in Germany. So don't think, West is safe. They're still trying to kill me. Sometimes people see me, but I'm in a car maybe and they cannot get me. Anyway, Islam is the worst religion ever. Thank you guys for being.
Just one last question, a quick question. In Germany, do you receive kind of accusations about Islamophobia or something like this?
They say it, but what I do, everything that I say, I show them in their books. So they cannot say Islamophobia once I show them in Quran, Tafsir, Ahadith, and history of Islam. So once you do this, it's not considered Islamophobia. They actually complained to the police. The police called me because I already had cases about these Muslims. They called me, I went there, I said, if you think, watch my show. Whatever I say, I use their sources. So if it's in their sources, it's not my fault. And they said, you're okay, go. Because they checked with a translator what I say. 2 days, there was a translation in my life. And then the report went that everything he says is actually from their books.
Can you give us proof, evidence that you were Muezzin
Yeah, yeah. I don't like it, you know. But I say, you know, I could say, we used to say Allahu Akbar, you know. But the Allah is actually the idol in the Kaaba.
Can you do it now, please? Come on.
I honestly, I can. I have a practice for it. I've done it for a few months.
Allah.
Why do you say it? You know, I have so much. You know, when you say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, then
Thank you.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. You know, the Shahada. Can I say something about this Shahada?
Testimony, yeah.
It's a lie. A big lie. You're a Muslim. How can you give a Shahada, a testimony, when you were not there to see? How can you give that? So the five pillars of Islam, the first one is the testimony. Has seen that to give a testimony. If you give a testimony in accordance to what you heard, is not the right testimony. You have to actually see it. Has anyone seen the Prophet or Allah to say that, you know, I give testimony and I bear witness that there is no God but Allah? So it's a big lie. No one can prove this. Just this one, no one can prove it. It's just a lie. So thank you guys for having me in your life. Thank you very, very much. Obviously, on Thursdays at 7 p.m. in Central Europe time, I started this in English. And thank you guys for helping me. Last night I had, people come in and we had debates as well. So it's really good. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. And I hope people are awake all over the world. Thank you. If you have any question about your service, if not, then I don't bother you with your great show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
شكرا. Merci, mon ami.
Merci, mon ami. Bye-bye.
Saïd, pourquoi tu veux monter? C'est un live en français ici.